Hello everybody, Ben Rogers here, the Raptors side, just reacting to the Toronto Raptors 102-90 victory against the Washington Wizards. And that's right, the Raptors are on a win streak right now. We beat the NBA champions in the previous game, and now we've beaten the Washington Wizards, who are top seed in the Eastern Conference. So it's time to celebrate as Raptors fans, and there is a lot to celebrate about this game. People have been flaming Siakam for a while now. He's heard the criticism. He's stepped up. The bench in this game, even with players dealing with foul trouble, they came in and balled out for the Toronto Raptors in this one. We're going to get in everyone. Chris Boucher quieting the doubters. Gabe is in here saying Siakam's bouncing back. Scottie needs to be more selfish. That's fair, Marcel, but Scottie played well. The propaganda will be out on this podcast again tonight with Precious Achiuwa looking like a beast out there on the glass and on the offensive end. Fred VanVleet doing his thing. Slower game for Fred. Dealt with a few bit of foul trouble. Gary Trent slower as well, but lots of positives that we're going to dive into in this one. And the first guy we got to talk about. The first guy we have to talk about is Spicy P, our guy, our number one option, the person everyone wants to see succeed, but everyone sort of bashes on when he's struggling. And Pascal Siakam tonight with 31 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 10 of 21 from the field, and a lot of those misses were him at the end of the game sort of padding those stats, trying to get those shots up, and none of them went down. It ended up being a complete mess for Spicy P down there, but 1 of 1 from the 3-point line, right? Knocked down that 1-3. But where Pascal Siakam took over in this game was driving the lane, finishing around the rim, getting those little post fades going, right? Doing that work down low. And when Pascal Siakam is in a rhythm, right, he is a top-notch player in this league. And this is something I've been saying, right? Pascal Siakam was an All-NBA second team. All-NBA second team just a couple of seasons ago. Obviously, he's looked like he's struggling a bit. He had the bubble was an issue. It's been talked about consistently on this podcast. Struggled in the bubble, came in out of shape. The next season, right, was getting back in rhythm, dealt with health and safety protocols, injuries, and all that sort of stuff. And this year was the year we were going to say, okay, can Pascal Siakam get back to that second team All-NBA? And dealt with the injury coming into the year, and I don't want to, that definitely played a factor, but the leash was running thin for Pascal, but at least in this game and a couple of the previous ones, he's really elevated his game. So that's a huge positive, in this one here. I'm seeing the chats. I'm seeing the gold stars from a lot of the channel member. They're the gold Maple Leafs, which I love to see from the channel members down there in the hoodie. But, and Brian Martin saying, past 2 games, I've worn my Raptors Digest hoodie and we've won. Coincidence? Who really knows? I'm rocking the OGs here, right? It takes a long time to ship from our store we got set up with the YouTube suppliers. But when it gets there, right, you're bringing extra luck for this Toronto Raptors team. So that's a positive. Appreciate you copping that merch there, Brian Martin. But Pascal Siakam, I don't want to go too dial too off the reels. I'm here solo. I've been coding all day, so I'm a little bit out of it. But I just love seeing Pascal play at this level. And if we have Siakam, if we have someone step up like this, obviously 31 points per night is not a reasonable expectation for Pascal Siakam, but if he can be this consistent, if he can, score at a high level, be efficient, and get us 21 to 25 points per game, we have the role players, we have the talent to get things rocking. And obviously, we do want to see more shots for Scottie Barnes, but if Siakam's going to be efficient and score like this, that's a huge positive for this Toronto Raptors squad. So shout out Pascal. Deserves his flowers when he's playing well. Obviously, we want to see some consistency. And people say Siakam beats up on bad teams, but the Washington Wizards are a good team. They play good defense. So all credit to Pascal Siakam right now. I'm juiced on the Siakam hype. So shout out 31 points. That's my number. It's my favorite number. So shout out Pascal. But there's a lot of guys that played well in this game. And next player we want to talk about, I said it at the beginning. Of this podcast. The propaganda shall be out. It shall be out here. I'm going to play the propaganda through the rails to the moon because Precious Achiuwa tonight is starting to play like the guy we saw at the beginning of this year, right? Precious Achiuwa, 10 points, 5 of 10 shooting, so he hit his layups. His touch was getting a little bit nicer, right? A few of the floaters. He still misses a couple, but hit a couple there. Missed his open three, but 14 rebounds, and these were big offensive rebounds. 4 of these were on the offensive end, 10 on the defense, and a lot of these were in the paint because we saw on opening night Montrezl Harrell, Daniel Gafford, these guys. I'm not sure if Gafford was playing, but I digress. The big men on the Washington Wizards Gafford was playing. Were killing us on opening night, and then our bigs they've been questionable at times throughout the year, but Precious, after coming through a slump, he's another guy that's bounced back in recent games, and he's scoring on the offensive end despite the fact they have legitimate size there in Washington, and he was getting rebounds in the thick of it, right? 4 or 5 bodies around him. He'd be elevating, pushing people out of the way, getting those boards, and you'll love to see it. And one thing I'm noticing from Precious Achiuwa as well in recent games, he's trying to dunk it a lot more, which you'll love to see from a guy that is still working on the touch. It will come. Young big men, it usually takes a while for them to get their touch going. Like, you could look back to Jonas Valanciunas, right, when he was in his rookie second season. Right, people always made fun of him for dropping the basketball and not being able to catch it, finishing. Now look at him, being a superstar down there in New Orleans in terms of the offensive end. So things are going to come for Precious Achiuwa, and if he's gonna, the big sneeze, Brian Martin's calling him at, Achiuwa, might have to make another segment out of that, but Shout out the big sneeze for cleaning up. That man was sick tonight, the big sneeze, getting buckets down there. And if he's going to be dunking the ball a bit more, that's going to be a huge positive for the Toronto Raptors in the lane. Precious, the development for him, I'm spewing the propaganda from day one. I haven't fell off the Precious bandwagon. There was one game at 2 a.m. Newfoundland time where I was a bit I was in despair. I was in a state of despair with Pascal Siakam, so I will give myself a golden kazoo on that one, but I never fell off the Precious propaganda bandwagon. So nice to see him playing well in this one. And Riker's not here to do the drum roll in this podcast. However, we do need to get a drum roll going because I do have to give out the Scottie Barnes award in this game. And 11 points for Scottie, 5 fouls, but it's got to go to Scottie Barnes because 11 points, 6 rebounds, only 1 assist, but he was making some great plays tonight, and the rhythm, there's moments for Scottie Barnes, right? He doesn't do it the entire game, right? He knows it's not his role, and sometimes he sort of defers to the Siakams of the world, to whoever, right? He defers occasionally to these other guys, but Scottie Barnes, for stretches in games, he just looks to take over, and tonight had a couple shots where he was popping middies, shooting those fadeaways. He didn't hit a 3 in tonight's game, or he only took 2, 0 for 2 in this one. But Scottie Barnes, when he's getting his game rocking, when he's knocking down those shots, when he's being aggressive, you see the flashes. And tonight, he always does it in regards to the little things, the defense, the right passes, and the team always plays better when he's out there on the court. He had the highest plus-minus in the starting lineup tonight, but Scottie Barnes, man, if he gets that aggressive intensity, I know it's tough with Siakam, Fred, and all these guys, Gary Trent Jr., who need their shots, but I wouldn't mind Scottie Barnes being more aggressive. But Marcel Martin's out here with the super chat saying the Scottie Barnes award is rigged. Delano Banton was a playmaker all night. There's a lot of stuff that goes into the Scottie Barnes award, Marcel, and tonight it was Scottie Barnes that deserved it. The award's named after him, and I love seeing Scottie Barnes. His impact is felt even off, but that is a good transition to Delano Banton, who himself, you look at the box score, you wouldn't say, oh my goodness, crazy box score, but came out early in this one, set the tone, drove the lane, he was finishing around the rim, and did he hit that 3? Let me look at these stats. Yeah, he splashed a 3 early in this one, so that's a huge positive. That's a huge positive, Delano Banton being aggressive. I've said in the last few podcasts, I want to see Delano Banton just come out here, be ready to go, be more assertive, because he's a guy with all the talent in the world to get his game rocking. And when he's slashing, right, he creates for other people. He had 6 assists in this one, 3 rebounds, right? Definitely can't, he definitely was the playmaker for the Toronto Raptors. He was throwing great dimes to Boucher in the pick and roll. There were moments, Delano Banton with his size, his speed, and his handle, right? That vision he's got going, he's a true, legitimate 6'9" point guard, which is a rare thing to, there's a lot of guys that get put at that label, right? Oh, 6'9" point guard, point forward. But he not only does he have the speed, right? He's not one of those slow big men that can pass. He can dribble, right? He has the handle, but and he's a legitimate point guard. That's his position, right? So I don't know. I'm happy to see Delano Banton, and the bench cannot be raved about enough in this podcast, because Yuta Watanabe, the highest plus minus for this game, 7 points, 1 of 2 from the 3-point line, but he was going to the rim assertively when he was getting in there, and he's looking more and more confident on the offensive end, which is huge to see, because like most of the guys on this roster, plays a lot of defense, hustles, gets rebounds, does all the positive things you want to see out of a role player. And now the 3-point shot's looking more consistent in his first few games back from injury. And now he's also looking more confident and aggressive. He tried to poster Davis Bertans in this one. Definitely got fouled, but it wasn't called. I don't know. If he got that one, it almost gave me shades of the Anthony Edwards. He was channeling his inner Anthony Edwards when he took the energy when he was poster, tried to give it back to Davis Bertans. So that could have been a spicy play in this one. But shout out Yuta Watanabe. But the guy that we got to talk about, the guy that we have to talk about, is Chris Boucher. Trey Boucher, the slingshot man himself. The 3-point shots, the jumpers are still not going down. But Boucher said, you know what? I'm sick of this. I'm sick of not scoring. I'm sick of not being the best I can be. And even when the shots didn't go down early, he was ready to go in this one. Whether it was playing defense, getting rebounds, but specifically tonight, so the Wizards were running sort of this, the help one pass away, you're in that gap position. They were cheating on drivers, as the Toronto Raptors have a lot of guys that can run ISO, and people be ball watching Pascal Siakam, Fred VanVleet, Delano Banton, right, when he was one pass away, and Chris Boucher, one pass away would just make a back cut, and he probably got half his points off straight back cuts from being one pass away, finishing down the lane. And like we said, he missed a couple layups in the previous game. However, tonight, not putting that to chance. Chris Boucher was slamming those dunks down, and you love to see that from Chris, who's obviously been struggling with his touch and his shot. The shot's still not there. Missed a couple of his free throws even. Chris Boucher is usually a solid free throw shooter and 3-point shooter. If he plays like this, driving to the rim, doing everything, all the little things he can to score and have a positive impact on the team. Changed a lot of shots. No blocks for Chris Boucher in this one, but had a lot of Roy Hibbert verticalities, which helped him down the lane. If he can continue to play like this, he'll keep his minutes going. He'll keep the fans happy, and that 3-point shot will come back soon. I know it will. We know Chris Boucher's streak. He just needs to see a couple go down. So I love to see it. I love to see it. Tom Duke is saying Chris Boucher better when grumpy. And it used to be a GoDaddy curse, but now is it the Mary Brown's curse? Is this what has been given to Chris Boucher at this point, right? Because he's been struggling, but tonight, no taters, no tater poutine for Chris Boucher starting this game. So that's a huge positive. Talked about Delano, Sviji. Gotta give a little shout out to my guy Sviji. Stay hydrated out there, folks. Stay hydrated when you're watching this game, because Svi continues to do all the perfect things as a role player. Knocking down threes, only have 5 points, but 4 rebounds, and just a plus. Just a positive role guy out there, and that's what you love to see, especially when the rest of the bench is rolling, right? Svi doesn't really do anything to make you say, oh, Svi, what are you doing? Occasionally on the fast breaks, he'll turn over the ball and all that. Didn't do that tonight, but Svi is just solid, man. He's just solid. He's the perfect sort of 8th man, 9th man to have that you can trust to make his open shots, to make the right decisions. Not go nuclear for you usually, but I don't know. I'm happy with Svi. He's like the water, right? Man's fresh like Sviji water and wet like water. All that sort of stuff from Svi. I don't know. I'm happy. Tom Duke's throwing in the waters there in the chat, but Easy Money Sniper saying Fred VanVleet's the most inconsistent NBA player I've ever seen, and that's fair. No, that's not fair. It's a hyperbole what you're saying, but Steady Freddy, it was his nickname when he was off the bench for the Raptors, but ever since then he has been a bit up and down, but he's arguably been our best player this season. Him, Scottie, OG, whatever. Who are you going to throw out? Siakam if he continues to play like this, but Fred VanVleet, it comes and it goes, and I'm happy that it came on a night where everyone else, where it was playing well. He did have some nice plays, and we'll get into a couple of his plays later on in this podcast. Gary Trent's another guy we'll leave for the other segments, and people are calling for a like spike. Got to get a little like spike going. We got 131 people in this as concurrent viewers in this live. Throw out a little like if you're happy. The Toronto Raptors got that W because we're on a little win streak, 2-game win streak. Right? Who would have said that a couple of weeks ago? Playing the Bucks and the Wizards, 2 to the top seeds in the Eastern Conference. We on a win streak, baby. But before I go off the rails, we gotta swing it into the segments. The segments are coming up, and tonight, the spicy play of the day, and it's going. Spicy P had some shots in this one, but we had some Fred VanVleet slander in the chat happening, but Freddie VanVleet had a spicy play of spicy plays tonight. Daniel Gafford was out on the 3-point line, trying to guard Fred, trying to guard those handles. We all know Fred loves to dribble, loves to get that game rocking, and he's making moves, kind of had him spinning a little bit, and then inside the lane, right? So he gets by Daniel Gafford, kind of turns him around, right? Daniel Gafford was looking like the spinny G. I'm spinning my chair a little bit. I don't want to hit that because I'm going to hit my keyboard. But, Spinny Gafford was spinning around because of Fred VanVleet's dribble moves and went in the lane. We saw a little Rajon Rondo. The ball kind of fumbled. He ended up doing a behind-the-back spin shot at the elbow. Pure chaos, but it went in. It was super cool looking. He was making Daniel Gafford look like a fool out there. So, especially if you're making the other team's defender do some spins, you got to get the spicy play of the day. So shout out Spicy P for a great game. Shout out Freddie VanVleet for getting the spicy play of the day. But not all plays can be the spicy play of the day, and some just make you say, "Oh, geez." And tonight, the "Oh, geez" play of the day. There's a few. I don't really want to give it to a play because I want to give it to the Washington Wizards in the first quarter of this one. In the first quarter, I don't have I gotta get these numbers official, but they had 12 points. Only 12 points in the first quarter of a game of basketball in 2021. The Wizards are one of the top offenses. At least they were last season. They still have Bradley Beal. They still have a lot of guys. I know they've been struggling a little bit as of late, but 12 points in the modern NBA? Bradley Beal should be getting that himself, right? That's tough. That makes you say, "Oh, geez." I remember the quarter ended, and I was looking at the scoreboard. I was like, what? How does this even happen? You're watching the game, and it's tough. And Easy Money Sniper saying Spicy P is our still best player. He is our best player, but has he played the best this season? Not yet, I don't think. But he is our best player. It's the number one option. I'm hoping OG can maybe take that leap. I think OG's taking that step. Freddie VanVleet's, he's our PG, our leader, but Spicy P still holds that title as of now. Scottie Barnes could potentially get that, but I don't know. Huge stuff. We got Green Man out here. He's been having a lot of Spicy P's. Spicy, get those spicy peppers. You know what I'm saying? Those spicy Pascals. But love to see the Toronto Raptors playing well, getting some W's in this game, but obviously, there are some, they're not all positives in these games. And tonight, the one, the only, it's becoming infamous, the Paul Pierce Golden Kazoo Award of the Night. Right? But, the Golden Kazoo, Gary Trent Jr. has been struggling for the Toronto Raptors as of late. Right? He has been, there's no other way to put it. He's been struggling. Freddie VanVleet, the shots have been going down, but it's due to injury, so they're not getting the Golden Kazoos in this one. It's tough to give it to a Toronto Raptor, but I want to give it to Bradley Beal. I'm going to give it to Bradley Beal because the Toronto Raptors just love clamping up the stars on the other team and when they can keep everyone else at bay. Obviously, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope absolutely went off for us, and when you give up all those open shots, that's kind of what happens. But I guess I'm giving the kazoo to Bradley Beal. Giving the kazoo to everyone saying trade Spicy P for Bradley Beal. You watch this game? Who's better? Beal or Siakam? Sure, I'm gonna get a lot of love for that comment in the live chat and in the comment section, but I don't know. If Siakam's got to be consistent. When he's playing like this, you'll have to see it. The All-NBA second team. He's on that JJ Redick podcast. He's been playing super well ever since. So that's huge. That's huge. But guys, I think we gotta, I'm rocking solo here. I'm rocking solo on this podcast, right? Riker's got an assignment due tomorrow, but I think we just gotta go a bit off the rails with it, because I want to hear. It's tough to keep a look onto the chat while you're going solo. I'm trying to get the energy rocking, so I'm just gonna sound off and get this final alarm rocking to see what you guys have to say. So let me get this going a little bit. Woo 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 woo. Beep 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 beep. Beep 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 beep. Woo 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 woo. That's right. The final alarm has gone off. It's gone off, and I want to hear what you guys have to say about this Toronto Raptors game, about this Toronto Raptors team, about Spicy P, the slander. I want to see any Spicy P slander in the chat in this one, right? And as is tradition, get a little like spike going for a little like spike in honor of the final alarm, because the energy's high in this one. The energy is high. The kazoos are out, the spicy peppers are out, and you're never solo when you have the squad. Definitely never solo. With the chat, with the squad, you know what I'm saying. You guys are legendary. But the beeps are coming. But Beal has always been a front runner. This is from Ryan Lavinia. Has always been a front runner. He's only good when things are good for him, are going good for him. He's got no heart, so that's tough. That's Bradley Beal's good. Bradley Beal's good. Is he a #1 option on a championship team? Probably not. But it's tough. But Genfro, given a. I guess do I have a super chat there? Is that a super chat? A super unicorn? I appreciate the unicorn there, flying out, and love to see it. Ben, you figured out the animations. I'm getting better with the animations clicking. Usually it's tough when it's easier with solo because I have less places to go. But now, if you watch the Courtside Digest videos, if you watch these, we're integrating more and more animations into stuff. I'm coding like a madman, trying to be able to create these animations quickly for you guys, right? So they pop out, but it's tough. That's coming. But when they're in there, I have to manage like 10 different hotkeys on top of the ones I already managed, so it's tough. I'm getting better with it. Spicy Siakam, OG, and Ben Simmons would be a deadly trio. Where's this Ben? Has this chat turned into a young socialite watch? Is this what's happening? Yeah, Blue Week saying Ben Simmons is broke. He's gonna come back for the 76ers soon, because he literally won't be able to pay his fines. This man is broke. I don't know. Ben Simmons would be cool in this roster, though. Trade high on Boucher, guys. Daryl Morey take that trade? I don't know. Honestly, would I trade this version of Chris Boucher for Ben Simmons? Ben Simmons would be cool, but there's a lot of positives in this one. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, should we pick him up? I don't know. We did have a David Johnson sighting in this game. We did David Johnson sighting. How's he been playing in the G League, guys? I haven't followed that too much, but Delano Banton and Champ Penny dropped a 33 bomb in the G League in the previous a couple days ago or something. I believe Delano Banton has a game tomorrow morning, so this guy's playing like an AAU or NLBA or what is it, OBA for the Ontario folks out there tournament, where you play at night, you get the games in the morning. So that's something wild there. But check his stat line every year since he got in the league. He has improved. I'm assuming this is Ben Simmons. We got a Ben Simmons just banter going on in the chat right now. What are people thinking on the young socialite? Do you guys have any deals? Are there rumors that I missed? Right, I've been hiding the phone. The social media phone has essentially been hidden for this past like 5 days for me, so I haven't been up to speed on this stuff. But Jalen Harris was better. Jalen Harris was better than I'm not sure who. Jalen Harris was good. I hope we get him back. I hope he's healthy, because he did fail the league's drug protocols or something. So I'm hoping he's just doing well. I know he's playing over in Europe and it's been good, but Genfro with this is a super chat. We might need a super sticker animation in honor of these stickers happening. The cool. Is that a pair? Shout out to all the pairs out there. James Harden out here in this chat. But James Harden, Rick Ross, Rick Rowley. But you love to see that. Our next game is against the Oklahoma City Thunder. So this could be I don't want to get ahead of myself, because the Raptors have been inconsistent this season. But 3-game win streak. How will we be feeling with a 3-game win streak going forward? right? That would be pretty wild, because Oklahoma City Thunder had the worst loss in NBA history a couple nights ago. So that's, if we lose to that, that's tough. That's big tough. Marcel Martin, it's out here signing off on not wanting Ben Simmons on this team. Yeah, it's we'd have to get him on the cheap. I don't know where he's gonna end up. I haven't heard anything from it, but he's really finessing the Sixers right now. They're finessing. I don't even know what's on the go with that whole situation. But MVP level troll. Dragic needs to come back. Dallas needs him. Yeah, Blue Week. We made a video on the Dallas. Luka Doncic spoke out on Goran Dragic a couple days ago, so I'd imagine, I guess when the other contracts can be traded, we'll probably see Dragic moved at some point. I'm thinking before the trade deadline, there's gonna have to be a deal. There's gonna have to be a deal that goes down. But we have a super chat. We have a super chat from Marcel Martin saying Ben Simmons would be the second most hated person in Canada behind JT. Who's JT? Justin Timberlake, Jason Thompson, the former Toronto Raptor. Justin Trudeau. Got that on lock. We need to stop thinking he's great when he's average. Yeah, that's true. That's fair. Bro, I'm out here thinking Justin Timberlake's the most hated guy in Canada. That's tough. But yeah, Ben Simmons would absolutely be slandered to death if he was on the Toronto Raptors. I think he's a good player. But if you get frustrated with Pascal Siakam, you will be infuriated with Ben Simmons. So definitely 100% correct on that, Marcel Martin. And Easy Money Sniper is saying either Siakam or OG would average 25 plus, would be a top 3 seed in the East, and have Ben Simmons instead of VanVleet. Oh, this is the debate. Easy Money Sniper wants Ben Simmons. I think we're a top. If Siakam or OG averages 25 plus points per game, we are a top 3 seed in the Eastern Conference without Ben Simmons. That's what I'm saying on this, Easy Money Sniper, even though I see what you're saying. But yeah, Ryan Lavinia is saying we can't lose to OKC. 100% facts. We cannot do that. That would be such a no. But Ben, what's up, my man? What's up? Magnetic knowledge. I feel like that your last name looks like knowledge. Magnetic knowledge. But what's happening, my guy? Just out here pogging. You know what it is. Blue Week is talking about Trudeau, our first black prime minister. Love to see it. But Ben Simmons average. I don't know what's that. Trudeau is not even close to Ben's mind. Also, he doesn't think too much about politics. Yeah, no, I love history. I love reading about history and all that. I don't get too debatey into all that sort of stuff. But Bum Simmons, Spicy Poo and Bum Simmons. That's the memes we'd have going on in our chat as we're rocking with this stuff. But Jen from Genfro is coming in with the big W's tonight with the old stickers that are rocking in this post-game podcast. I love to see those stickers. More stuff. I can't wait. I also can't wait. I appreciate all the super chats as well. I feel like we just overlook the super chats. And we read them, but you guys know we're extremely thankful. But I'm excited to get the super chat or the sticker, whatever animations that pop up again with where you can say it out loud. I'm hoping to make it a bit cleaner, but it's my MacBook is fried. I don't know how it's looking right now, if it's all glitchy and laggy still, but once we get I'm trying to get the points for the new Mac, so they're coming in hot soon. So I'm excited to get stuff rocking. And yeah, knowledge, yeah, love the podcast and the channel. Appreciate it. Magnetic knowledge, appreciate it. And history is cool. Politics is not fun. No, politics is interesting. You can't win a debate in politics. It's all just stupid and stuff. But history is cool. Philosophy is really cool. I'm trying to read some books this year. I'm killing my New Year's resolution for 2021. So reading a book a month absolutely obliterated that goal. So the philosophy and the history has been killing it right now. But what's the ceiling of this team if healthy? Says Harjep Badesha. I can't speak right now. I'm giving myself the name thing. I don't have it on this. But I'm saying it. Top 4 seed. I think the ceiling is top 3 seed. I think that's probably, the Bucks and the Nets, I think, are better than us right now. Right? As much as I'm a Raptors homer, I think that's just the case. It's just reality. But if we can get, our guys going, we get Siakam OG, one of these guys playing like a true number 1 option, give Scottie Barnes a ball more. I've been saying it, top 4, top 3 seed. So that's what I'm rocking with. But we got a big super chat from Marcel Martin coming in with the $10 super chat. Blessed as always. But once a Raptor, always a Raptor. I'm loving what I'm seeing from DeMar DeRozan this season. The basketball world is giving him his flowers. Always deserved. And that's 100% facts. 1000%. Love seeing DeMar. He's the picture. Always repping DeMar DeRozan back here. And that's a W. You know, that's DeMar DeRozan. Because in San Antonio, we sent him to a franchise. We did well by DeMar sending him to the San Antonio Spurs. But unfortunately, they just collapsed. They couldn't get their things going. And I felt bad because DeMar was just in basketball purgatory. Because usually the Spurs weren't talked about throughout the year in the playoffs. Then you'd get your eyes on them. And you thought maybe DeMar DeRozan would get talked about playing alongside LaMarcus Aldridge in there. Get the recognition. But he wasn't getting all-star appearances. He wasn't doing this. And, you know, it's just tough. But now he's back in the Eastern Conference on a top 3 seed in the Eastern Conference. Playing well in the MVP ladders. People are actually recognizing his passing ability. They're recognizing his ability. Obviously, the midi and the finishing has always been there. But he's allowed to shoot threes again. Right? His defense isn't absolutely horrific like it was when he was younger. Right? He's playing really well. So gotta love that DeMar DeRozan is being given his flowers. And that's a huge W. But William Chan. So thank you for the super chat, Marcel. But hope we don't have to have road bumps again when OG and Birch come back. That's true. I don't have worries about Birch. I think Birch is just a nice rhythm guy, but obviously OG, Siakam, and Scottie all do similar things, right? And they all need the ball. And Gary Trent Jr. and Fred take a lot of shots as well. So that's going to be tough. I wouldn't mind seeing someone of our better guys come off the bench and start Birch just for the glueness, just for that factor. But we'll see what ends up happening. Birch will help us big time. Definitely for sure. Bald Mamba, Peasant plays the moderator. The Raptors side just moderated the legend. If you're running for Prime Minister, you're getting my vote. That's what we're talking. I think whatever your political beliefs are, you're voting for the Bald Mamba for Prime Minister Canada. So that's facts. But DeMar and the Bulls are fun to watch. That's 1000%. Caruso's defense has been great. And who comes back first? John Wall, Ben Simmons, or Kyrie? That's a tough one. That is a tough one. I'm going to say Ben Simmons. I don't think Kyrie gets... He might get traded, though. They're fielding offers at this point. Ben Simmons, I think, will get traded before Kyrie Irving. That's my bet. And John Wall's just not going to get moved. That contract is too ridiculously high, and I don't think the Rockets are going to buy him out. So I'm going to say Ben Simmons, but I could definitely be wrong. That's a tough one. And Kenneth Lau saying, where's the Siakam slanders? They are not on this video. Josh might have been, I don't know what Josh must have been quieted. I tuned in for a bit of his stream earlier. You know, I've been, as I said, I'm coding away. But, you know, Siakam slanders are looking bad right now. They're looking bad. You know, I feel almost sick to my stomach that one night at 2:30 a.m. on a live stream here, didn't even slander him that bad. I was just kind of roasting a little bit. But I've been trying to stay off the Siakam because I know he's coming back. I know he's second team All-NBA potential. And this is what we love to see from Pascal in these games here. But that's a W. But Caruso probably the most important player. With all the small things he does. I don't know most important, but definitely crucial to that team's success. Right? But you know, Zach LaVine, DeMar, those guys got to be going. But I definitely could see him being more important than Alonzo Alonzo's a defender. I don't know. Not a bad take. But I don't know if I necessarily agree. But Caruso is essential for that team's success. Kernup versus Heidegger is a great philosophy. Genfrin. Well, definitely check it out. I got the book, The History of Western Philosophy. It's like 800 pages by Bertrand Russell. That's next on my reading list. So that one's gonna be a wild read. We'll see how that one goes. But. And try to get that going. Not to turn this into a big philosophy podcast here. Our views are up. We got 160 people in here for my random rants about what's going on here. So shout out to everyone there. Get a little like spike going for people that are in the chat. But yeah, don't know metaphysics that much. Yeah, this is I got to learn all that stuff. I'm seeing it in all the books I'm reading. That's why I got the big aggregate of it all. But NBA players or OG will be defensive mode when he returns. You know, if he comes in, I love OG. He's probably my favorite player on the team currently. Scottie Barnes is inching his way up there. Banton's also creeping his way up as well. But, you know, if OG just comes in, be a glue guy, and everyone's playing well, that's a W. But I'm a pair casual. Don't know what that is. But a good win. Only got to watch part of the game. Big game happened in Winnipeg. Adventures with Smiles. Nice to see you in the chat. What games happened in Winnipeg? I got a bunch of fam out in Winnipeg, so the Winnipeg Bombers playing. But did Scottie Barnes win the Scottie Barnes Award? Well, you know he did. To Marcel Martin's despair, because Delano Banton probably did deserve it looking at the stats, but I had to follow through once I threw it out there. We know rescinding Scottie Barnes Awards, especially to the man himself. But Riker's on a date. Riker's out here working. Working on these assignments. Just one game for Pascal. Just looking out for more consistency. And that's what we're always looking out for Pascal. But we have to celebrate. If people are going to be slandering Pascal on nights he plays bad, on nights, if we're overreacting to the L's, we're overreacting to the W's. Because that's the way it's got to be. Right? So we're getting the balloons out for a big Pascal game. But you're 100% correct there, Ryan. No other way to put it. I like Siakam. Record once he came back. Okay, I can't even read right now. Record once he came back and speaks a lot. Hope he turns it around. True. Definitely turned it around tonight. And he has been better with the 3-point shots this season. Shooting has been on fire. Just got to play within the rhythm of the offense a little bit more, and then the Raptors be looking nice. That's how the W's are going. But Siakam's more consistent than Fred. That's definitely fair. Especially this season. But I'd rather have a team with one superstar and a good supporting cast than 5 guys averaging 15 points. Yeah, those are usually the rosters that get the W's. But and I feel like the good supporting cast is guys 15 points, but I don't really know. But slaying the Kingston ladies. Hiker's out here slaying that. But you know, Flynn garbage time. Yeah, honestly. Malachi Flynn played well occasionally at times, but we look so much better when we're running the lineup of Delano Banton, Yuta Watanabe, off the bench, Chris Boucher, the long boys, Fima Hyluk, and obviously Ken Birch when they're all back running and healthy. So I think Delano Banton's earned that spot long-term and short-term, at least at this point in his career. But got the bing bongs happening. Bing bong! Ding-a-ling! I love to see it, but the Winnipeg Blue Bombers going to the Grey Cup. Jeez Louise. Okay. That's my team. I might get slandered. I don't know how big Argonauts fans are in there. I also got a little bit of hate. I went to McGill, right up McGill, Montreal. What are they called? The Montreal CFL team, the Alouettes. I don't even. My brain is slipping right now, but they play on the McGill field. I'm a Bombers fan, man. I like the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, baby. That's a squad. Oh, Jenny Driscoll furious right now. That's tough. I think I actually saw her last night at a bar downtown. I'm not sure though, but don't tell Riker that. And didn't get brought up. But how do we get Jakob Poeltl back? How do we? He's a free agent soon. Give him a big offer. Well, I think the Spurs are going to keep Yak. I think he's been a beast for that squad, but he'd be exactly what the Toronto Raptors need right now. And obviously, there's no way we can slander the DeMar DeRozan Kawhi Leonard trade. Jakob Poeltl was a big piece of that, big reason Kawhi came back, won us a championship and all that sort of stuff. But Masai Ujiri had the vision with old Yak, because a defensive center that can finish around the rim, midi potential. I don't know if he's shooting threes right now, but defensive juggernaut in Jakob Poeltl would be elite. Mobile, can yam it down. He had a few nasty jams when he was with the Toronto Raptors as a rookie. Right? If we had him on the squad, whew, that would be El Fuego. It would be on fire. But you love to see that. I want a little rant there. I'm trying to catch everyone's chats because this is stuff. But Ryder should have won. I don't know what. I just see the highlights in the TSN or whatever, and then I try to react, but I don't know him too much. But Pascal is back-to-back basket. We be winning. Oh, you know it. You know it, race mode daily. And we have four guys that can give any team 20. Fred, Gary Trent Jr., OG, Siakam. Don't forget Scottie Barnes, baby. You can give a team 20. You can give a team 20. But, and Precious. No, not yet. Precious not there yet. And Flynn getting traded with Dragic. I could see Flynn getting moved, but I don't see Masai trading low on him. I don't see that being the case, but I feel like Flynn is sort of in a DeLon Wright situation where he has talent, he has potential, but the opportunity, will it be there? We don't really know. But Fred VanVleet of Siakam and Gary Trent Jr., all these guys. Kristaps Porzingis always hurt. Hey, it's nasty in fantasy though, guys. Trying to make the trades. Yeah, the Alouettes, Genfro. Should have known that. I'm disappointed in myself. Disappointed in myself. But what degree do you have? Big software guy. Big software engineer here. But I did my degree in computer science. Work as a software dev. Also got that minor in entrepreneurship. So, yeah. The next Mark Zuckerberg out here. Been coding non-stop recently, guys. It's in my brain. But actually, I have some cool personal stuff. Personal projects I'm working on. I might give my plug on the old digest here when we get that going. But we need Podol back, no JV. Yeah, Podol would fit our team better than JV. JV is one of my favorite players of all time, but Podol would fit the team way better. The timeline, Spicy P, Yak, and Skills back together would be cool to see. But Kleba, Jonas amazing. I hate it if we trade for Mark. I know, you can't hate a trade that won us a chip, Marcel. You can't hate it, even if it was an L long term. You can't hate it because it won us a chip. But Yak and Skills, they had the commercials and everything. Shout out. Shocked then it grew on me, but I'm not sure what that's how Martin the Mark trade won us a chip. Phil B is speaking my words. Kawhi did. Okay, Marcel's coming back. Kawhi did. Mark helped, sure, but we couldn't have done without him. I don't know. I agree with the Bucks and the Warriors series, but Mark literally saved us in the Sixers just clamping down and beat. So that's huge. That's huge. But is that Dallas trade going to happen? I feel like it's going to happen. I said likely not until the trade deadline. That's why I said in our video my video that I posted a couple days ago. However, the players do become available mid-December. All the people that signed this offseason, so more people are tradable. So maybe I think that's the window. But because expiring contracts are huge for a team, especially the Raptors, are probably going to feel out where they are come the trade deadline, and then use that asset. Goran Dragic's contract becomes an asset at the trade deadline. You can send out that expiring. So that's huge. But the Golden Kazoo goes to Kenny Smith. Okay, I'm skipping over Pat. I'm going to miss this comment. Jesse A is saying, how many more good games from Siakam before I can critique his game without being dubbed a hater? 3 more games, Jesse. 3 more games. I jumped the gun too early. I was critiquing him, and now he's playing well. So, 3 more games. As the authority on this. I don't know. But what's Kenny Smith doing? Chat, let me know. Did he? Okay. We have some kazoos going out to old Kenny Smith. Kenny Smith. Let me know what Kenny Smith said. What's he slandering? What's he slandering the guys about? And do you watch any sports besides basketball and hockey? In fact, I don't really watch hockey. I love watching rugby. Rugby is really fun to watch. I don't really know the teams, but when it's on, I'm like, okay, I'll watch this, and I'll root for whatever. I like watching soccer as well, but again, I don't follow it too much. I enjoy just watching. I'm a Liverpool guy. That might get me some heat for the Champions League, but I don't really follow it too closely. So, but Virgil van Dijk is my guy. He's a killer in FIFA. But yeah. No, there's that. And Marcel's saying curling. Don't slander curling. I am from Newfoundland, guys. Brad Gushew's taking us to Olympic gold. Curling is something that's big here. It's big. Curling might be the biggest sport in Newfoundland, not gonna lie. So that's Brad Gushue. There's a giant highway called or area like Gushue Highway, Brad Gushue Highway. We got a bunch of streets like Gold Medal Lane and all that sort of stuff. So Don't be sleeping on the old curlers out here in Canada and all that sort of stuff. But Starting's playing way too many minutes, and that's fair. But we do have OG and Ken Birch out, so I guess those minutes will be going down. Dragic, Flynn, Moses Brown, Dwight Powell, and Josh Brown. Yeah, trade's always exciting. I don't know if like you guys feel the same way, but any moves that happen, as long as it's not someone that's like your GOAT squad, that's what you love to see. But This stream, Ronnie Penn, you know the stream is still going on. The 2 minutes last 2 hours. I don't have Riker to fall asleep, and it's only 11 o'clock here. Usually I'm doing these streams till 12:30 and 1 in the morning. I got work tomorrow morning, right? But right now I'm energized. I'm feeling good. The Raptors are getting W's. I want to just chat with the homies in the chat, you know, see what the Raptors Digest chat squad's saying, you know. But someone at the Wizards Wikipedia put Siakam as their owner. That's facts. Only facts. But Liverpool are killing it. That's my guys. I don't really follow it, but I love watching them when they're on. I got a couple friends that are big Liverpool or big Champions League supporters, so I follow from a loose. The Raptors, people know. Me talking about other sports, it's tough. I appreciate other sports, but my knowledge doesn't go deep. But I was mean at ball hockey back in the day, though. I can play a bit of that. Messi or Ronaldo. One of my best friends is a diehard Ronaldo guy. So if I say Messi on this podcast, I'm gonna absolutely be ruined if he's watching. But I'm gonna say Messi just to make people mad. If we get a decent center, we're in the playoffs. We got a decent center. Ken Birch coming back. Precious Achiuwa, the propaganda. Don't sleep. Top 4 seed Toronto Raptors right now. But, man, we definitely need them to be more consistent. That's definitely our biggest hole. So I'm not slandering your take there. But rugby's sweet. I went to the Wales-Scotland match a few years ago. Been to England-French match. Ooh. Liverpool give praise to way better Man City fans. Man U fans. Just like, got my dislike for Man City. That's fair. That's fair. But, I'm a come on you Reds guy. That's the vibe. I want to dive too deep. I'll make myself sound like an idiot if I start talking about soccer. So it's not that that's not the case with basketball, but it's real bad with soccer. So or football. We're in Canada. We can say soccer, but we are talking about curling and metaphysics. You know, you love to see it. You got any philosophy books, guys? I'm trying to inject that stuff into my brain. Finish Beyond Good and Evil by Nietzsche. Real interesting book. Some weird takes about women in that book, but other than that, some quality thoughts in that book. But it's tough. And unpopular opinion: he should have picked up Boogie. I don't know if that's unpopular. I wouldn't mind Boogie. I think Boogie with our medical staff, that could be nice. That could be really nice. Canada, US are playing in Hamilton for the World Cup qualifiers. Jeez, that's a bit of fun. Make it I won't be able to get out to it, but the other digest folk out for there. How's the weather out in Newfoundland right now? Not good. Cold, icy, and windy. Rainy, all that sort of stuff. I was gonna go out for a run tonight, and bad idea. Ran on the old treadmill. Right, get those daily runs in. It's coding from like. I woke up late. Got to bed late, so I woke up late. Around 11 o'clock, straight till 7. Just code. Got my workout in. Ate some food. Watch this basketball game. But Boogie's done, isn't he? Nah. He's looking good, actually. He's looking pretty good in these games for the Bucks. He's looking in shape. He shoots the threes, all that sort of stuff. So that's I'm happy with Boogie. I think he's a good guy. Get Biombo. I've been on the I'm on the Biombo bandwagon forever. I'm a Bismack Biombo guy for life, so I want him back at some point. Retire this man's jersey for that one playoff run. That's all we need. But shout out from New Brunswick. Shout out Jonathan East Coast. Love to see it. But do you think Vancouver will get an NBA team in the future? I think in the future, probably. How long? We'll see, because Seattle's going to get one before. Las Vegas is going to get one before. They're two West Coast teams, unless they're going to push a team to the Eastern Conference. That might be tough. Vancouver, I know Memphis would love to see that, because then they get in the Eastern Conference. But I don't know. I think it will happen at some point when the league expands. I know they've been talking about 5 Europe teams happening. I remember as a kiddo, 10, 11 years old, seeing David Stern officially say, within 5 years, there'll be 5 teams in Europe. Didn't happen, but still waiting on that. Old David Stern. R.I.P. Legend. But how did you like our 5-6-7 bench with Delano at the point? I said it earlier, Jimmy. Delano at the point off the bench is a great look, especially when he's being assertive, aggressive. Right, driving in those lanes. He was assertive early, got a finish, got a 3, and then the defense collapsed in on him every time, and he's able to dish out to people. So that's huge for Delano Banton when he's rocking with that. So that's a huge positive there. But Ken Birch looking good apart from being injured a lot. Yeah, without a doubt, he's looking really nice when he's been playing. Rest up, let Ken Birch rest, get Precious some run, and then make sure he's healthy so we can go on a nice little win streak. Win streak. That's huge. Siakam, Dragic for Miles Turner. Jay, what are you saying, my guy? Siakam at 31 points. 31! For doing that, you want Sabonis and Brogdon or something like that if you're dealing that deal. But yeah, Seattle's the first to get before Van. That's completely agree. Didn't do themselves any favors with the NBA using a team. Yeah, that's facts. Adventures with Smiles. Definitely factual content there. But would you work for the Raps organization if you got the chance? I like doing my own thing. But it depends. If you ask me to coach the team, then yeah, all right. To get me to play, yeah. If I own the team, yeah. But I don't know. I got a nice gig as a software dev. I got a few plans cooking, a few business things I'm running. So I don't know if working for someone full time. Maybe as a software dev, get that experience. But I don't know. I like what I got going now. I got some big plans in the future. But we also have a super chat from Gemfro saying Biombo's not afraid of LeBron, who is not a Lion. That's facts. Biombo's not afraid of anyone, man. Biombo would be perfect for the squad. Even if he's just chilling on the bench, that energy he bring in would be huge. He'd be a great sort of mentor to the young guys as well, right? Teaching those bigs, right, how to work down the lane, how to hustle, how to do all these things, have that attitude, that mental focus. Because Bismack Biyombo really turned himself from a guy that couldn't score around the rim to a guy, at least with the Raptors, that was setting playoff records. Playoff records! Right, he's a veteran, he's a good guy. Just bring him in. We have a young group. Bismack Biyombo is a true leader. But Sonic Skate is the most must-watch documentary on NBA history. We'll definitely check it out. But optimal lineup: Barnes at the point, Fred at the 2, OG with Fred at the 2, OG, Spicy P, and Birch. Delano and Gary. Yeah, well, Gary's nice, man. Gary is nice. Had a bad game tonight, but he's been one of our top guys this year. So it's tough to really say. It's really all about the lineups, who's going well at night, what's our best lineup. But hello, got to get that garbage out of here from Amon. Love it. But I know that's what I'm saying, Ronnie. We need Biyombo back. Did Scottie Barnes win the Scottie Barnes Award? He did. But what happens when OG comes back? It's going to be tough. I think we're just going to run that starting lineup, but we just have to make our rotations faster. So we can run one of those guys off the bench, start Birch, and just get that rocking. But we'll see what happens. But this is time for LeBron to retire. Nah, he's got to give it a bet. One more run. I'm like a closet LeBron fanboy. Because I don't really like his teams, but then when the playoffs come around, you know how you just have that, you just end up rooting for a team even if you don't want to? Like, obviously I'm not whenever he plays the Raptors, but I just always end up rooting for LeBron. Except in Dallas. I'm a big Dallas guy these days. But that's tough. I don't know. Boucher playing harder is huge. Just wait till he finds a shot. Larry OB bound. Play tellies. 1, 2, 3. It's big facts. That's what we're going to end it off on here. Because that is the most factual thing I've ever heard. It's a W. It's W. Christian Menses is saying, you sound tired. Yeah, I've been grinding this weekend. Been working, doing a lot of stuff. Big projects planned and all that stuff. So I'm gonna sign it off. Appreciate everyone checking out this video, watching the chat. Wanted to just have a nice deep dive in the chats. You know, I don't always get the solo lives going, so an opportunity to see what you guys had to say. Really appreciate it. Hope I didn't take too long there recovering, especially for people watching this after. But you guys are the best to make this far. Check out the Instagram, the TikTok, the Twitter, all that cool stuff. The merchandise. The Christmas season's coming around, so definitely tell your loved ones. Get your loved ones some Raptors Digest merch. Memberships, lots of fun stuff happening there. But we also, I don't want to spoil anything, but we had a lot of fun stuff planned, guys. We had start of the season, we had a lot of stuff. The merch, the memberships, the different style of videos, the new intros, all that sort of stuff happening. But we have been grinding on some stuff lately. So you guys are going to love to see it. You're going to love to see that stuff. Not to tease what we're saying. You guys are the best. We got a final sticker. One last sticker from Genfro. Legend from Montreal. But anyways. Raptors W. Love to see it. You guys are the best. I'm signing out. Cheers.